Welcome back to Butler's Precision CAD/CAM. Today we're going to take a look at creating a tool pass for 3Jam to cut on the CNC mill. To begin, let's go up to orange file in the top left hand corner of your screen and select Open. We have to get this part out of our H drive. It should automatically come up with your H drive, first initial last name 000, and remember, if it does not, click on the pull down menu right here and you're going to scroll down, find your H drive right here and click Open. In your H drive you should find your 3Jam part, select it and then click the Open button. And when everything opens up, above our ribbon bar we have these tabs that are up here. We're going to choose the Cam tab in the top, and once it switches over to the Cam ribbon, we're going to click on the Setup area in the Job section. Okay, when this opens up, we have our tabs going across the top, and remember, each one of these tabs we're going to work from left to right and then take a look at each one from top to bottom. In this first one, it's kind of unique for us. It puts our world coordinate system here in the center of our part, and we want it down here. In the past drawings we've changed stock box point to model origin, but here our model origin is down here on the bottom level of the rectangle. We want it to be out here in the air, so we're going to leave it at stock box point and we're going to change it to this lower left hand corner right here on the front view. Okay, move on over to our next tab. We're going to leave relative size box, but where it says stock offset mode, we're going to choose no additional stock to add. Okay, going on to our final tab, we're going to change 1001 and we're going to change this to 3Jam. And then down at the bottom of the menu, click OK. Okay, so now our part's set up. Next, let's take a look at pocketing. So we're going to take a 2D milling section in our ribbon bar and we're going to choose 2D pocket. And over in our model browser on the left hand side, you can see that our tabs are going across the top. We're going to work them left to right and top to bottom. The first tab, we want to choose our tool. We are going to be going to our little window over here, scroll down underneath sample libraries and choose End Mills, and we're going to choose tool number 1 and click select. And here we have to do this in the right order. I want to select the bottom surface inside circle. I want to select the bottom surface on the rectangular square shape, and then we need the bottom of these holes. From this view right here I cannot select them, so I'm going to use my free orbit tool from my navigation pane on the right hand side. Right here it is. You're going to get kind of a sniper scope up here on the front. We're going to click in the circle, rotate this up just a little bit till we can see the bottom of those holes, and press the escape key. Then we're going to come in and we want to make sure we're choosing the bottom of that hole inside our geometry. On all of them, make sure you're not choosing the top of the hole. We want the bottom of that hole. On all 4. Once we have all 4 of those selected, then click the home button in your World View Cube. So first it's going to pocket the inside circle, then the outside, and then it's going to do the bottom of those holes. Next, let's go across to our Heights tab. We want to change clearance height, retract height, and feed height. We want to change each of these to stock top and 0.2, stock top 0.2, and stock top and 0.2. So once again, clearance height, retract height, and feed height are stock top and 0.2. Now let's go to our multiple passes tab. Here we want to turn on multiple depths, so we're going to click to put a check marks in that box for multiple depths. We're going to change our maximum roughing step down distance to 0.188, and where it says stock to leave, we're going to uncheck that box. We chose 0.188 because the distance that this is extruded down is 0.375 or 3/8 of an inch, so we're taking it in 2 passes. Otherwise it may break the bit. Let's go to our linking parameters tab next. Okay, in the linking parameters you can see our safe distance here. We want to take and highlight that and change it to 0.2. And then we're going to come down to the leads and transitions, and we want to uncheck lead in, uncheck lead out, And in the ramp section, we want to change our ramp type from helix to plunge. And then down in our menu, we're going to click OK. So that's our first operation where we're pocketing that material out and these holes that are in the corners. Next, we're going to do this section that's up here, and we're going to start with the holes first. So we're going to come up to the top, and in our ribbon bar we want to go use our drilling section. Let's click on our drill tool. And our model browser on the side is going to change. We want to select our tool once again, so click on your tool button. And we want to scroll down to sample underneath sample libraries where it says end mills, and choose tool number 1 1/8 inch flat and click select. Now let's go to our second tab where we're selecting our geometry, and I want to come over and select 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 holes on our the front view of our geometry. We're also going to leave optimized order there. That's instead of following our selection the way we clicked them, the computer is going to decide which way it's going to take and drill those holes. Let's go to the next tab, establishing our heights. We should be getting fairly familiar with this. Clearance height is going to go to stock top and 0.2. Retract height, stock top, 0.2. Feed height, we're going to change to stock top and 0.2. Going to our final tab over here, we're going to take and change. Oh, nope, it's going to turn out good. We want drill, wrap it out. So it's going to take drill in to the proper depth, rapid retract speed out, rapid retract over to the next hole, drill that hole, and continue around that circle. Down in the menu on the bottom, click OK. And now we're left with one operation, which is for the O-ring groove. For that, we're going to come up to the top and we're going to click on 2D contour in the milling section in our ribbon bar. For that contour, once again, tabs left to right, and each tab we're going to take a look at from top to bottom. So we're going to redefine our tool and click on our tool button. We're going to select underneath sample libraries, select end mills and tool number 1 1/8 inch flat. Go to our next tab, where we're going to select our geometry we want. And if you take a look, we want our contour selection. So I'm going to zoom in on that oil ring we created. And I want this bottom, back, lower edge, corner, I don't know how else to define that, right here of that O-ring, and click to select it. Okay? Let's move on to our next. Go home. Go on to our next tab. And once again, getting good at these. These are going to be stock top 0.2, stock top 0.2, and stock top 0.2. Going on to our multiple heights tab. Now we know that this one was only going down 0.06, so we don't have to take that in multiple depths. But we're going to come down here and we are going to, well, we're good. We don't have to change anything here. This one looks good. Multiple passes is turned off. Stock to leave is turned off. We're good. Let's move on to the next tab, our linking parameters tab. Here, we're going to change our safe distance. Highlight that. That's going to go to 0.2. Leads and transitions, we do not want a lead in. Uncheck it. Uncheck lead out. And our ramp style, we're going to take, oh, we're good. Uncheck ramp. And then click OK. So we have a pocket first. It's going to drill the 6 holes. Plow out the O-ring groove. Let's go and select Setup 1. Click on that. And then click Simulate. We're going to turn our stock on. That should be checked. And we're going to click Play. It's going to take and pocket us down. It's going to pocket the outside, going to both depths. Then it should drill the holes that are in the corners. Move on to our drilling cycle, where it's going to drill the 6 holes. And then it'll create the O-ring groove. Hey, that looks great. Nice job. And as we saw down here in the bottom, we didn't have any red. so we know we don't have any collisions or bad tooling. Now let's go up to the top. Sorry, let's close out of our simulate window first. Let's go up to the top, click Post Process. We're going to change our output folder to our H drive. Click on the button here. H drive is on the left hand side. Click to select that and click Select Folder. Our 3Jam part carries through to the program name and click Post. Make sure you're saved in the right spot and titled the right name, 3Jam, and click Save. Our file editor is going to pop up next. There it is, our HSM editor. This shows us our X, Y, and Z coordinates as the tool moves, and also the M and G codes that operate the machine. Let's close out of this window here. Let's go up to the orange file in the top left-hand corner of the screen and click Save to update the changes we made here. Once again, that was orange file and save, not save as. Okay, you're done. You're ready to cut your part. Go over and tell your teacher you're ready to cut your part for the 3Jam. Congratulations on creating this part.